Welcome to the HR Data Labs podcast, now part of the Work Defined Podcast Network. Join us as we explore the vital role of compensation, strategy, data, and people analytics in navigating today's complex business world. With the resources of Work Defined, we're bringing you deeper insights and actionable ideas from top HR experts. Now, here are your hosts, David Turetsky and Dwight Brown. Hello and welcome to the HR Data Labs podcast. I'm your host, David Turetsky, alongside my co-host, best friend, partner in crime from Salary.com, Dwight Brown. Dwight Brown, how are you?
David Turetsky, I am wonderful today. How are you?
Wow, he's wonderful. Oh my God. It's been an up and down day. I've had some stomach issues today. So
wonderful, not wonderful. Yeah.
Wah, wah.
But I'm glad you're feeling better.
Thank you. But you know why I'm even feeling better?
Why is that?
Because I'm recording with my best friend today.
I know.
Yes.
It's like the highlight of my day, too.
Me too. And today's going to be different because it's just you and me. I mean, I can ask the dogs if they want to be the guests, but I don't think they really want to.
Maybe I'll do that with mine, too.
Sleeping. No, they're all sleeping.
You'll eventually see Masha in the background. And
yes, depending upon
we know how that goes.
So Dwight, before we get into our topic for today, which is going to be a really fun one and very unique for us, what's one fun thing that no one knows about Dwight Brown?
You know, I always have to put the intense filter on with this one. You know, Well, okay. So one fun thing that nobody knows about me is not monumental, but the other day, so for our listeners that don't know, I am in Arizona, and some people will never have heard of this before because until I moved to Arizona, I had never heard of it before. But I was in the middle of a haboob the night before last. Did you hear about that?
I heard about this. Yeah. Fascinating.
If you get a chance to go out on the web, see, I told you that making her appearance. Yeah, if you go out on the web and see some of the pictures that are out there, it's crazy.
Unbelievable. It looks like a picture from Dune.
Yes. it was so apocalyptic.
You have to tell people what it is now because I cut you off.
Oh, yeah. So a haboob is a weather pattern. We're in the monsoon season right now. And what happens is that all the cold air rushes down, it hits the ground, and it picks up all the dust. So there's this huge dust cloud that just rolls over the valley. And so I look out to the airport. Actually, I look multiple sides. And my stepmom texted me and said, can you see the dust cloud? So I went out there and I have these pictures of this dust cloud making its way over the airport.
Oh my God.
And then about 10 minutes later, it's literally right outside my window. And I've got a picture where you can see the edge of the dust cloud. It just cuts it off. And so this thing rolls through. It takes probably about a half hour for it to roll to the other side of the valley for me.
Wow.
And then immediately, because of the, I don't know what it's because of, it just starts raining in sheets. And 45, 50 mile an hour wind. What's that?
And that cleared it out completely.
Yeah, that cleared the dust cloud out and completely. And I mean, the rain still has the dust in it, so it doesn't actually wash away a lot of the dust that collects from it. But
that is scary.
Yeah. So that's my second time ever being in the middle of a boob. I love the name of it.
We're going to leave the name alone. It's still clean, and we're still going for not an NC-17 rating.
Yeah, the first time somebody asked me if I had ever seen a haboob, I was like, how do I even answer this question?
But yeah, I saw it on the web, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's just crazy.
Yeah.
Because it looked like it was from a movie.
Totally. Yes, you're right. It looked like it was out of Dune. It just, I mean, you think the world's ending with it. Anyway, that was the night before last. That was the fun that I had the night before last.
Semi-apocalyptic.
Right.
And I'll give you one too. one fun thing that no one knows about me is that I've started to slow down. I'm getting older.
Really?
Yeah, I can feel it now. I haven't played hockey in a long time. I can actually feel getting older. So
you haven't? Just because you're slowing down, you haven't played it? Or?
No. I'm trying to find a good ice sheet that I can get to within a half hour that I can.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, with the move and everything, it's different.
I'm starting to ache and pains. Like doing things that are very physical now takes me a lot longer to recover from. So I feel my age, which kind of sucks, but life. I'm not in my 30s anymore.
I know. As much as we try to be, and then we hurt something, tweak something.
Yep.
And body kind of reminds us, but so I haven't noticed you slowing down, but
because I haven't seen you
physically. Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But at some point we will.
Yeah.
But let's transition to our topic for today, because it's going to be kind of cool.
Yeah.
So we've been talking about artificial intelligence now for quite some time. In fact, we went back and looked through the archives. We actually have, back from 2022, we have conversations talking about the rise of AI and HR. AR and HI. So
we knew what you meant.
Yeah, let's do that again. No, I'm kidding. So one of the things that Dwight and I talked about was having what we were going to term an AI off, where we use the developer tools that are available today to create a solution for something using the tools that AI affords us, and show you using the video part of the HR Data Labs podcast. And even the audio will probably be interesting because we'll be talking through the whole time. What are we doing? And what does AI help us get done that would have taken tons of capital, intellectual capital, programming skills, and otherwise to do today in a very short period of time, maybe an hour, which we couldn't possibly have done in the past. So stay tuned, because this is going to be an extremely fun episode for both of us.
We're going to geek out completely.
Totally.
What does it really take to lead with impact in today's ever-evolving world? Welcome to Inside the C-Suite, the podcast where influence, energy, innovation, and empathy converge. Hi, I'm Christy Honeycutt, your host. Join me as I sit down with the boldest voices in leadership, visionaries who are not just making decisions, but making a difference. In every episode, we explore the heart of leadership. How do high-performing leaders harness their energy? How do they lead with empathy without losing their edge? How do they turn disruption into innovation and pressure into purpose? You'll hear unfiltered stories of adversity, resilience, and the raw moments that shaped true influence. This isn't about perfection. It's about presence, passion, and the energetic exchange that fuels transformation. Inside the C-Suite is your invitation to lead from a deeper place, with intention, connection, and courage. If you're ready to go beyond the surface and unlock what really moves leaders to action, hit subscribe and step inside. You can find us wherever you get your podcast fix. Inside the C-Suite, well, we're an energetic exchange. Let's lead with influence, live with energy, and create with empathy.
So, Dwight, let's first talk through what it is we're going to be doing today before we actually get to the tools part of this.
Yeah.
So our idea for the podcast was an AI off. And the AI off was we take a use case from the HR world and we wrangle it. And we use the developer tools that we have available to us. And we're going to be using a tool today called Base 44. We might actually also use Replit as well. depending upon how base 44 works. And by the way, we're not sponsoring base 44 or Replit for this. We're not getting sponsorship, but we're using our accounts, our personal accounts, to get this done, which is fascinating in and of itself, that we can afford programming tools like this. So, but first, let's talk a little bit about the idea first, the AI off and the ideas we had. And I am going to give the credit to you for the AI off. I think this was your idea, wasn't it?
I don't remember. It may have been. Yeah.
So if it's a bad idea, it was yours. So if it's a good idea,
if it's terrible, you can blame me.
I'm not going to blame you. I would never do that publicly.
Publicly.
But if we think about the AI off, both of us have programming backgrounds, and both of us are total geeks,
right?
And as you've seen, and as others have seen, I've been looking at coding in Python and other things on Coursera. But I've taken Fortran, Pascal, COBOL, way back, 35 years ago.
You've got so much more programming background than I do, which is great, because I know some of the basics, and but this is why tools like this are really good, because I've never been one that my brain thinks like a programmer, so I've never really been adept at programming, where these tools, and this is the reason we're doing it, these tools really, the impact of something like this is unlike any technology we've seen in a long time.
Long time. I mean, there have been prototyping tools that I've used in the past that have enabled me to build functional working prototypes.
Right.
But like Dan Bricklin's demo software, which I've actually found on the web, allowed me to create in 1990, allowed me to create not just a click-through, but actually a functioning application that I was able to show people a point factor job evaluation system.
Okay.
Through a click-through, and it worked. It actually had algorithms built into it.
Uh-huh.
I actually still have it on a disk somewhere.
Wow. On a disk?
Insane. Yes. And I actually read it the other day. I was able to buy a floppy drive, a USB-C floppy drive, and read the disk, which is, by the way...
Is it one of the bigger disks, or was it one of the smaller ones?
3.5-inch disc.
Okay.
But dude, think about that. A 3.5-inch disc held data for 35 years.
Yeah.
Crazy. Anyways, so the point is that we now have the applications available to us that listen to us in plain, stupid English that we know, and translate that into a functioning, working enterprise application with very little tweaking on the back end necessary to actually be able to be sold.
Yep.
Fascinating.
Yeah. It is. I mean, being able to take, and this is what I have always had difficulty with programming, is that I think in plain language.
Right. And
there's a translation that has to take place with the programming and the syntax and those sorts of pieces that I've just never been able to build that translator in my head.
Yeah, and that's the reason why I was in a product management role before, because I would tell my team of developers, of people who are programming and trained to understand what part of the stack this all fell into.
Right.
Here are the use cases that are necessary in order to be able to create this kind of technology. And they would then program it based on my team's requirements.
Yeah.
And one after another, they get knocked out, and it would actually be developed based on on those investments into a working MVP.
Yep.
Or beyond an MVP.
Right.
So today, that's what we're going to do. And the ideas we had ranged from a to-do list,
which was not well received, by the way.
Listen, it's an idea. There are good ideas and bad ideas. It's an idea. I'm not going to judge. I'll let other people judge for themselves. Or you can listen to my sarcastic tone and say, that was not David's idea.
Matter of fact, you should all have seen David's face when I suggested it.
Love you, bro. I do.
Did you really just say that?
Yeah. Well, hey, listen, it's an idea. It's an idea. What's one rule of brainstorming? Never shit on an idea.
Never shit. Right. Exactly.
By the way, shit's an okay word because it's on cable. And then there were some other ideas. That we had. Some which were dangerously close to technologies that are being sold on the open market, and probably not a good idea to try and develop things because it doesn't make sense to do that. Right. And so we're probably going to do one of the ideas that we had that kind of fits the model of what Base 44 and Replit will help us do, but provides some benefit. And I think you're going to see where we're coming from when we start doing this, that it enables us to at least show the capability of what these tools can help you do, and can show with probably a little bit of no drama, but a little bit of forethought, that or at least with a little bit of belief that this is something that probably will be useful to somebody. Thanks for listening to the HR Data Labs podcast. Don't forget to subscribe and share with your network. Also, check out the HR Data Labs Brown Bag Lunch every Friday on YouTube. Stay safe.